Holy fucking shit. Did we just witness the greatest 311 day of all time? I didn't get to go, so honestly, I can't really speak from experience, but from an onlooker's perspective, I really think that this has to at least be in the conversation and probably has to at least be top 3. Every year has some really cool ideas, like the Basement Sessions in 2018 were a really fucking cool idea. That was awesome. And each year they find songs that they haven't played in a while to bust out. In 311 Day 2020, at least 21 of these songs hadn't been played for 2 or more years. Some of them 3, 4, 5 years. Getting Through to Her had not been played since 2006. So that really goes to show you, every time that this comes around, they dig as deep as they can. Now this one was a little bit weird because it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They did the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. So as far as making set lists that had to encompass 30 years and 13 or 14 studio albums at this point, plus a box set, plus like the extra songs that came with the DVDs, plus the stuff that came out before music. If you go and read the set lists and the way that they broke up the live debuts off of Voyager, I don't think they could have done a better job. Honestly, in 2022, it's going to be really hard to top this. Not to say they can't, I'm just saying. Some of the highlights, in my opinion at least, I think Freak Out is really cool. I like how they had the 6 different screens, and I was actually able to track down a few of those performances. Now the one in the middle up top, that's obviously the current show. I don't know what the one to the top all the way to the left is, or the bottom all the way to the right. I went pretty deep into the YouTube rabbit hole, but there were probably some concerts that I couldn't find. But the bottom left there is actually the Sprite Liquid Remix Tour. It was in Irvine, California, and that one was September 7th, 2002, bonus points. That was Chad Sexton's birthday. The one in the top all the way to the right was September 24th, 1999 in Hartford, Connecticut. The one in the bottom row in the middle looks like it was from Chicago, October 22nd, 1994. If anyone else knows what the other 2 shows were, the one at the top and the one at the bottom, all the way to the left and all the way to the right respectively, please leave it in the comments. I will pin the comment. Some more highlights here. I think it was really cool that Nick brought Echo out to play piano with him. They played Dream State, Charge It Up, Dodging Raindrops, Born to Live, and most importantly, Rolling Through for the first time. And I want to say that leaves Crossfire and Lucid Dreams as the only songs on Voyager that haven't been played. Lucid Dreams may have been, but I know that they haven't played Crossfire, and they probably won't. What else is really cool, and I'll put some old footage on the screen right now, is that they played Lively Up Yourself, which was actually 311's first cover song. 35 plus 34 plus 34.
The answer is 103.
So after doing a little bit of math and adding up all of the songs that are on the set list pages, it looks like they played 103 songs over 3 nights, 2 sets each. Now that's cool. We know that 311 has to kind of break it up a little bit. They're not still spring chickens. They're not going to be able to do like they did in 2004 and play 68 total songs. We get that. And honestly, it's probably good for the fans too to kind of break up the nights a little bit. I kind of want to address the elephant in the room here. Look, if you feel like 311 should have postponed these shows because of the pandemic that's going on right now, you do you. You can have whatever opinion that you want to have about that. I don't want to try to tell you how to think. But at the end of the day, it still wouldn't have been the band's fault if people would have gotten sick. Everyone who went was a consenting adult who wanted to go. That kind of event isn't going to be as simple as just postponing it for a little while. There are people that fly and travel from all over the world and rent these hotels and everything else. I don't think 311 really had much of a choice. So really give the guys a break. It was March 11th. It's their holiday. They do this every other year. One thing that I think that people forget is that they put themselves at risk to entertain us, both those that had the webcast and those of you who were at the show. So again, I don't want to try to tell you how to think, but I'm going to go with being happy that they're still doing this and that they decided to do this. So to recap, I really do think that if this is not the best 311 day, that it is one of the best 311 days, and it has to be in the top 3, easily top 3. I really feel like the things that they went out on a limb to do actually really worked this time. It was really cool when Nick and Peanut solo did My Heart Sings. It was really cool when Echo Hexum, which I'm not going to show any of that on the screen here because I don't know how Nick would feel about that. Not that he's gonna see this anyway, but every time they do something like that, it's cool. I thought the cartoon intro to 2018 was cool. I thought the basement session thing was cool. I mean, really, I really think that everything that they did this time around, they knocked it out of the park. This is their 30th anniversary, and I do believe that for the most part, representing all of the albums and all of the B-sides and even their first cover that they ever played, representing those, it had to be difficult to be able to just create such a perfect blend of set lists each night. 2 sets each night. Even if you could only go to 1 show, I think you would have felt like you didn't miss anything. Whatever they did to create these set lists, in my opinion, I feel like this is kind of the route that they should continue to take on these shows where it's full of their diehard dedicated fans, not just your casual, you know, people that listen to Amber on Spotify during the summer kind of shows. So yeah, I don't think that there's really any kind of criticism that you could. Now, the Chad singing the Bruno Mars song was a little funny, but I mean, I kind of think he was doing it to be funny. I don't think he legit thinks that he's, you know, Bruno Mars. I think he was fucking around, and I thought it was hilarious. All in all, you can't really say that there was a weakness anywhere in this show. The guys, as usual, were spot on. There were a couple of mistakes here and there. There's a hilarious mistake in Too Much Too Fast. But, I mean, it's gonna happen. You know, these guys, all of them except for Peanut, are going to hit 50 this year. 50 fucking years old, and they can still give us shit like what I'm going to show you now. I appreciate you watching my video, and to take us out, I'm gonna show you a couple clips of Nick Hexum being an absolute fucking madman. We know Peanut, we know Tim, we know Essay, and we know Chad are all going to have their energy, they're all going to do their thing. But I've noticed in the recent years, not that Nick is a slouch, not that he's boring, not that he's lazy at all. I'm not saying that. But he has seemed to kind of mellow out a lot, as a lot of guys will with age. Especially because he has to maintain, you know, being able to be like the primary vocals of a rock band every night during the summer. Guys, get ready. Thank you for watching.
You think you're playing me, but actually you're a jugger. Your band must have been straight to giving me juice. It ain't nothing but a part. Everybody get loose. Swing. I'm doing my thing. Club. I'm showing the rhythm of every day. Makes you feel ill. One, two, hard, fast, long, please, coming. Like you. Watch yourself. Crazy. Sometimes. Don't let me just like you like you sometimes.
So I just wanted to take the opportunity to say, just in case any of the members of the band or management see this video, thank you very much for keeping it going for as long as you have, and I hope you guys can keep it going. Your music means a lot to a lot of people. Thank you.